Good afternoon, Senator McCain. Thank you again for your service. As everybody else has said, you're a real American hero. My question really is more in lines of, we've been talking a lot about international issues and that, but more of domestic policy. Things like, even in the best estimates, Medicare is going to go bankrupt by 2025. The housing crisis in the country right now with the interest rates, the lack of affordable housing. And so what are some of your domestic agenda items if you were to become elected president? Thank you.
So I think that obviously healthcare, education are two of the top priorities. And let me just mention healthcare very briefly because I just gave a major speech on it. And it's a little different from, I think, all the others in that I want to preserve the quality of healthcare in America. It's the best in the world. The danger to healthcare in America is not the quality of it, it's the affordability and the availability. You may have seen on the front page of USA Today 3 days ago, it said Medicare inflation is 10%. If you have double-digit inflation associated with anything in America, it's going to be endangered. And as you mentioned, Medicare is going broke. It's going broke, period. So I think we ought to give Americans a $2,500 tax credit, family $5,000 refundable tax credit. I think we ought to shift the employer tax credit to the employee. I think we ought to reward wellness and fitness. I think we ought to be able to purchase health care insurance across state lines. I think we need very badly to allow other organizations to issue health insurance policies if they want to. I think we need medical malpractice reform and tort reform so that doctors don't have to practice defensive medicine. And one of the big items is we ought to reward physicians and healthcare providers on the basis of the result of the overall care for a patient as opposed to each individual procedure. I think that would be an important step forward in reducing costs. So there's a number of other proposals in that, but it's all aimed at reducing the cost of health care and making health insurance more available and affordable to all Americans. And that, I think, is probably, particularly as a result of the town hall meetings that I've had now, the number one domestic issue in America, and it's one where I think there will be a stark difference between myself and Senator Hillary Clinton, as I believe she's probably going to be the nominee, or Senator Obama or any of the other candidates.